Okay, chapter 3. Now we get to get down dirty some coding. Um, so my idea was having something move from point A to point B. Which this is just a test for doing all kinds of movement. So I wrote this out, and then GPT-5 showed me the way it wanted the coordinates. So I just guessed, I put X, Y, Z. Well, it just says start position, X, comma, Y, comma, Z. That's how it wants, and it knows what they are. So I changed my coordinates to that, and that's how I'll do the rest of them from now on. So I put the ghost in there. I put it at the start and end that I wanted, and I wrote them down. And then this is my task, and then boom, just starts coding away. I don't know what I did with this. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. This is just easy peasy coding because I know I can do all these things very simply. And then see what we got. What to expect in the preview. Tell me what to expect, how to check it in there. I'm not a coder, so I just exit and then tell GPT what happened. So I'm not doing anything. I'm not running code inside of there at all. So here's our test. We got, and there it goes. So I know it works. So now I can move on. So yeah, I couldn't figure out the save convention in Blender. I don't know what the hell was going on, so I didn't want to interrupt my dialogue with GPT, so I went to Brave AI and asked Brave AI. And Brave AI is pretty good for research and stuff. I'm pretty happy. I mean, look at how in-depth Blender. And then I couldn't see the opacity. And I asked GPT-5, can I send you a screenshot just for the heck of it? It wants 2 screenshots. So I'm like, no, I'll just go back. I'll just try again and see what I did wrong. Well, I figured it out, but it'll take screenshots, I guess. I didn't try it, but you should try it if you're watching this. So then we ran. I put that first one in. It didn't move. I said, that's okay. I got to make 8 more of these. So put that on hold. So sound good. Sounds good. Remember this while you crank them out. It's only while I crank them out. Well, I'm not exactly cranking them out, but there they all are. Here's my test for the movement of this one. There he goes. Boom. So I can set them all up. So I went through, I put 8 things in a start position and an end position and wrote down all the freaking coordinates, exactly what I wanted. And then I put another thing, well, after we did that, and it working great, whatever time variable I want, and it never repeats. Like the end ghost is never the same as the start ghost at every. And then pretty cool. So then I set up another thing where the logo appears up on the wall. The second set, I gave it position, rotation, and scale instead of just positions, and it did it perfect. Then I asked at the end, what if I want to delete that last thing we did with the logos? Show me the code exactly that I have to delete out of here to get it back to just the ghosts and no logos. Pretty much does anything you need. You just got to tell it what to do. And yeah, so that's all working. And then you could use this for lights, for effects, for a stage, fake water people use. You don't have to. You can make something much more scarier with a jump scare and a trigger or something, just with a flat object, I think you could get pretty scary. It doesn't have to be 3D all the time, so there you go.